Right. Hey everybody, and welcome to our second review of Season 4 of The Flash. That's right, episode number 2.
Was a little bit awesome.
Things are heating up a little bit in Barryland.
Barryland?
Well, I would say Wally World, but you know.
Yeah. It's a different movie, different show.
We're all coordinated tonight.
We're a little flashy.
A little flashy. Feels good. Thank you for joining us tonight. So we are going to talk about The Flash, Season 4, Episode 2.
Yes.
And,
this is a review, not the actual episode.
So if you are watching this and you have not seen the episode yet and you are trying to avoid spoilers.
Or you're on the different side of the world.
Yeah, and you haven't seen it yet, you may want to come back to this video later. But hey, if you've seen it, we're going to talk about it, and there's going to be spoilers, and we're going to have fun, so we invite you to stay, okay? And we hope you don't leave, but we understand, all right? So, and feel free to leave your comments during this live broadcast, and we'll talk about things maybe that you bring up. Maybe there's things that we miss that you want to talk about and you want to discuss about this episode of The Flash. Please leave that in the chat so that we can discuss that with you. All right, so let's jump right in. So things are a little interesting.
Yes, they are.
In The Flash this week. We got an obvious problem with Barry and Iris.
Yeah, trouble in paradise.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they're not quite seeing eye to eye, are they?
No.
Tiffany, what did you think of that subplot with this whole thing with Iris and how she felt?
I kind of had an idea, and maybe that's coming from a woman's point of view, but when she kept going on and about having to have counseling and all this other stuff, when she finally lost it and said, "Why did you leave me?" That is like every woman who watches this show is like, I can feel her pain, because even though she knew deep down inside that he had to do what he had to do, it was killing him just as much, but he had to be strong. Every woman who would be in that kind of situation is like, would feel the same way, but it's still something that has to be worked out. He was gone for, what did they say, 6 months?
Yeah, yes. 6 months.
So as they showed in this episode, a lot has changed that he's trying to catch up on, is even as far as, a different road being closed, and that is where Kenny can't run.
Which is something that they actually pulled from the comics.
Yes.
This week. I don't even know if you guys are aware of this, but right now in the current comic run of The Flash, that was actually a line that was pulled right from one of the books, because he's Barry right now in the comics is dealing with the negative Speed Force, and so he's trying to get to learn. Yeah, he's trying to get to learn about that, and but the problem is like everywhere he runs, he's causing destruction.
Yes.
Right. So there's destruction in his wake as he runs. And so there's actually a line in there where Iris tells him that he can't go down that road because it's under construction. So, way to go, Flash team. I like it. I like it a lot. No, I see what you're saying. But I also...
They have some issues that need to be addressed.
Yeah, but I also saw his point of view, that it was like, hey, if I stop and talk to you about it, and you would have asked me to stay, I couldn't have left. And that makes a lot of sense, too, But I did like the fact that they addressed it.
Yes.
Because a lot of times they won't address, TV shows and movies, they won't address stuff like that, and it just gets brushed over, and you just kind of learn to accept it, So it was nice to see that there was some stuff in there that kind of messed with both of them.
Well, he tried taking care of their wedding binder, and he took care of everything before she had a chance to even make a decision, and it's like, what, he was gone for 6 months. Not only did things in the world change, things changed between them. She had to deal with the heartache and the pain and the telling the family members and trying to be strong as he told her to be. So I think it showed a lot of coming together and trying to fix things.
And he missed all of his favorite shows. But he's
like us.
I'll tell you what, I wish that I had Barry's ability. That's a new power apparently now, that he can watch things at super high speed
1,000 times forward
with no audio.
I thought that was funny when he was like, "Oh, look, Snow died. Oh, look, he's back."
That was good. I like that. I wish sometimes I could do that so we could get all these reviews done sometimes.
Yeah,
we're super behind on everything. So, Isaac Wong, what did you think of this episode of The Flash?
I definitely liked it. It makes more sense now why they showed what they did at the beginning of episode 1 of... They didn't show him saying goodbye to everyone. They showed him saying goodbye just to Iris.
That's true.
So now it makes sense why they just showed just Iris. from today's episode.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, you know, they had to go to couples counseling,
Yes.
and I like how like they basically had a real hard time not revealing that, you know, he's the Flash, given everything
We
that
need
they
to talk
talk
about things, but we can't talk about things in front of the
Somebody
counselor.
could die, Barry.
Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Metaphorically. So I like that. You know, I really like the subplot with Vibe,
Yes,
Yeah.
I do like that with him and Gypsy.
with him and Gypsy. That
It
was
shows that even with superpowers and different worlds and Earths that you're on, it still shows that you guys need me time with each other.
you do. You got sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you got to settle down and you got to stop vibing and you got to stop trying to save the world and you just got to
And you
have.
gotta save some schmoopsy time.
You got to crack open
If
a
you
bottle of
didn't get that, you gotta go watch the
Cavassier.
episode.
Got to crack open a bottle of Cavassier and take a long hot bath.
And watch the Flash.
And watch the Flash. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. No, but I so Cisco this year is quite different.
He's
Yeah.
a little suave. He's more funny.
Well, I mean, you know, he's always been funny, but he's
He's on
more,
another level.
Yeah, he's on another level this year. I mean, like he's got a lot of comebacks.
Yes.
Mhm.
A lot more than usual,
Yeah.
and he's very confident around the ladies.
And
Well,
he's using
his
powers
lady.
more.
Yeah, but he's been very confident though
Isaac
around.
just said maybe it came with using his powers more.
Well, you vibe enough, you get
Hey, how
famous
you
with the
doing?
ladies. What can you say? So, but I like that. I like that he's kind of coming out of his shell. He's able to talk to Gypsy. That I like the interaction between him and Caitlin, where Caitlin basically puts him in his place and says, "No, you're in the doghouse."
She was
buddy."
very cool about that. No, she wasn't. Not really.
Yeah, no, she wasn't fine with that at all.
That
And
was
so,
woman speak for you in trouble.
yeah, and so but it was cool to see how he owns up to it and decides to take care of it and calls Gypsy back and makes it up to her. And I like that at the end.
Yeah.
Where they had their nice little candlelight dinner set.
Yeah.
And he's wearing his little bow tie and he has his curls all done.
And even the fact that she called it 111 Day
yeah.
Mhm.
actually helped not only him understand where she was coming from, but also helped them with.
Yeah, but again, okay, so if you want to talk negative things about, because everything isn't always roses and perfect in Flash, that whole 111 thing and like, oh, 111.
Minor code.
That's the answer that I was looking for. Amazing that you would just happen to say it just when I needed to hear it. Yeah, it's just a little too easy, I think.
But it's only the second episode. They gotta do something.
Well, yeah. So what did you think of the villain there, Isaac? What did you think of
Kilgore.
Kilgore?
He was definitely interesting and different from all the others we've seen so far.
It's different not having a speedster as a bad guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool seeing this like just the smart. This guy is more tech, the thinker.
Right.
It's very cool seeing a different aspect.
Yeah, like kind of like in season 1 how we had the metahumans, and then we saw Reverse Flash. So like the
Yeah.
first half was just non-speedster villains, and then we met Reverse Flash.
And the fact that they thought he was a metahuman, but not from the reactor. It was, and now they're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
thought that was
now we're introducing metahumans who have nothing to do with the reactor, which I think kind of opens up the universe a little bit, makes it a lot bigger,
Yes.
and makes us realize more of the DC universe instead of it just being localized to the Flash and to Central City. That it's much bigger, much more pronounced.
But they
and
actually
come
did
from
something
everywhere.
DC-esque when the Thinker was talking at the end. He's like,
Yeah.
let's get the others. And you saw these squares, kind of like how Wonder
Yeah.
Woman was clicking on the different files.
In Batman vs Superman,
They showed
yeah.
like 20 different squares that were
Mhm.
not revealed yet, except for the one guy that we saw tonight, the Kilgore.
Who will be behind the squares, ladies and gentlemen?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun. It'll be interesting to see this coming season what they do. Now, another little Easter egg in there was the Babel protocol,
Yes.
which was how do you take out the Flash when you need to take out the Flash, and that is a Batman reference, ladies and gentlemen. And that was interesting because that harkens back to the story, the Tower of Babel storyline, where Batman has a protocol to take out each and every one of the Justice League members,
Yep.
and
Not
and
just
so
Superman.
yep, and so he had a way to take out Flash, and I mean, Aquaman, you just, put him under sun lamps, I guess. and
Can't drown him.
dry him out.
'Cause-
You can't drown him. I mean, just dry him out, I guess.
But it also said that they don't need more tech in his suit, so
Yeah.
they changed that up. But it was fun for an episode.
But I
Got
kind of
to-
like the tech. I'm
It was
kind of
cool.
bummed now that they took all the tech out, supposedly,
Well, if
because.
you've got a bad guy who knows how to control tech, that kind of defeats the purpose.
So what do you do if you run up against a bad guy who controls leather?
Maybe throw a lightning bolt at him,
Yeah.
so it's a burnt leather.
It's like it's burnt leather. Rich Corinthian leather. So.
You get that, then.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good episode. I liked it all around. I did like the parts where they are where Barry and Iris are talking with the counselor, because it actually brings up a lot of stuff from the very beginning of the show to now.
Yeah.
I mean, just the fact that basically they grew up as brother and sister. That's kind of weird in and of itself, because
Yeah.
now they're getting married, and they grew up as brother and sister.
Sharing a house, fighting,
Mm-hmm.
going to school.
That's a little strange. And then her fiance died. Basically, everyone in their lives have died. His mom
much.
died. His dad died. Her mom died.
All left
Dang.
was Joe.
Yeah, all that's left is really
Watch
Joe.
yourself, Joe.
Didn't Joe die once and they brought him back? I don't know.
That was Earth 2.
That was
Oh,
Earth
no,
2.
that's right. That's right. But hey, Joe died somehow in this show.
Somewhere.
Somewhere Joe died, and
Every time a Joe dies.
every time a friend of the Flash dies, an angel gets his wings. So kill more people off, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, but I thought it was interesting that they're when they started talking, they realized they were digging themselves a hole even
Yeah.
deeper, because they've got a lot of emotional baggage and stuff going on.
Not just
Yeah.
the last 6 months, but that kind of made things a little worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
But I did like the fact that not only did they try to come together a little more by the end of the episode, but that she even explained to him, look, when I put this ring on, I wasn't just, committing myself to you. It was the Flash. We are the Flash. We are, we've got to work together. And I think that's not just for the comics. I think it's a good message for everybody.
I got one thing
that
to say
was
to that. Y'all ain't the Flash. He's the Flash. Y'all, you are there to support the Flash and help the Flash, but you are not the Flash.
She's helping try to be
Until she gets speed powers, which could happen, because you never know.
because
with
her
this show.
brother did.
Everybody gets speed powers.
Or, she can always help out like she did by saying, hey, throw a lightning bolt at yourself so that you can fry the circuitry.
Well, yeah, but I told you the problem that I had with that too. Like
How do
Barry.
you throw a lightning bolt at yourself? And I said, hey, you throw it and then you run in front of it.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, and Isaac agreed with me
Yeah.
when I said, like, so the woman who knows nothing about science, knows nothing about the suit or anything that has to do with that, says do something when everybody else is like, well, you could kill yourself, you give yourself a heart attack, you could
got
blow up the
defibrillators in
suit,
there. Yep.
But no, I'm gonna listen to the woman that I love.
Because I don't want her mad at me.
Because love, ladies and gentlemen. That's all.
You wouldn't throw a lightning bolt at yourself for me?
I don't know if I'd throw it at myself.
Throw it at me.
I might throw it at somebody else, or dodge one for you.
But I won't do that.
Is that a Bruno Mars song? I would throw a lightning bolt for you, run around in a circle for you, even beat Savitar for you. Anyways,
It's a new Flash song.
it's a new Flash song.
It's the new Flash dance.
We're just full of it tonight, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
So what else happened? Anything else significant happen in this episode? We didn't see any of Joe's girlfriend.
No.
None of that in this episode.
Well, I got a new haircut.
Barry. Yeah.
Which
Wally.
is,
Now Wally. Let's talk about Wally for a second. I'm getting a little irritated that they're not doing much with Wally.
Yeah.
Because Wally gets stunned by the Flash and
Yeah.
he's like, oh.
Stays
He's
there
out for
until
the
the
rest of the
Flash
fight.
fixes everything.
Then
Yeah.
once everything's done, it's like, oh yeah, by the
now
way,
I'm here.
I was here, guys. I was
Now I'm awake.
I can help you, Barry. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't.
So and even when they're like out in front of the one girl's house and they're kind of listening to see what's gonna happen, all he does really is run in. I mean, I guess he gets her a glucose shot or whatever, and that's fine. But I'd like to see Wally doing some more.
Then keeping people out of diabetic shock.
some more legitimate stuff for Wally to do, and to let Wally progress as a character. And my concern is that the only way they're going to be able to do that is to send him away, because
he could go to the Teen Titans show. But I don't know if they do that.
I don't know if they do that, right? Because
he made a cameo on Legends.
Because the Titans show is supposed to be on the streaming service for DC, and so who knows? I think it'd be cool. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be opposed to that, actually, to let Wally go off to that show, because Kid Flash is supposed to be a part of that team. So, but we still yet have to really find out what that show's going to look like. So I don't know, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Were we
going to talk in this episode at all about what some of our ideas were that we heard from the first season?
Okay.
The first episode?
Okay. Let's close it up with that, because I think that's pretty much we've pretty much covered the whole episode and the ideas of the episode, except for the fact that Barry was acting really, really strange.
He was
in this episode.
It's almost like,
it's a little too giddy for me.
Well, when a kid's on a sugar high, it's like they're all excited and then they come down from it. It's like he just came out of the Speed Force and everything is different and changed, and he's got to catch back and fall back into his life, and it's just like he's almost like a kid in a candy store trying to catch up on, okay, these are my TV shows, this is what happened, the city's changing, that's what I put it off to. If he continues to do it, then he needs to chill out.
Yeah. All right.
But that's what I thought.
So, ideas. What are your thoughts for the season?
Well, one thing I pointed out this week is we already found out how to defeat the Thinker, but the team probably wasn't listening.
Season.
Yeah, because when they were talking to Savitar, when he was talking to Barry and Iris, he walks
Julian.
He walks in and he's like, "Oh, this is the cerebral cortex device that we use to defeat the Thinker."
Yeah, so...
But we weren't thinking about that because we were so focused on what we got to do to save Iris.
We weren't thinking about the Thinker because that wasn't something we had thought about yet. Think about that. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. So we already know that he can be beaten.
But they don't even know that he exists yet because they just think he's a weird meta that got his powers without...
I did like how Cisco built the new suit, and everybody's what Barry's just like, yeah, I've already seen the suit before. Yeah. I've actually worn the suit before, so.
I loved when he gave him a manual, and he's like, yay.
What else you got?
Like that thing.
All right. Which you should have been able to blow right through. I don't understand why that was such a big deal, but okay.
Yeah, really.
All right. Well, any other thoughts about the upcoming episodes and what you think we might see?
Well, one thing I thought of last minute is at the end when he shows all those many squares is Savitar said last season is, "Oh, do you want me to stay and help you fight some rogues?" Which they don't call them rogues, they call them metahumans. So maybe what if the Thinker maybe sets up the metahumans this season?
His own metahumans.
Yeah, so like the Thinker is sending them one by one. Well, and that's kind of what was kind of alluded to, was that he was going to get he was going to find those other metahumans. Yeah, the rogue ones.
Sorry, that's a different.
But she's here all week, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah. No, I could see that. That would be that'd be a cool twist. It's a little bit like last year though, with who was the guy who came before Savitar?
Oh, Dr. Alchemy.
Dr. Alchemy, yeah. Dr. Alchemy was kind of...
Who also used Julian.
Yeah, who was setting us up. Where's Julian?
Julian was getting used up by everybody.
Julian needs to come back.
Did he leave last season?
No, they said at the first episode that he went back to his home country.
That's right. So maybe he needs to film more Harry Potter stuff.
He went back to Hogwarts.
He needs to get back with his inner Malfoy.
Yes.
He's teaching a class there now.
Yeah, exactly.
How to throw lightning bolts.
Effectively. Well, the other thing that you had mentioned was the writing that he was writing on the wall at the very first episode last week.
Yeah.
What were you saying about that?
Yeah, one thing that I've been seeing this week is, I think it's the right side of his cheek.
Yeah.
Is he has these two circles, and it kind of has like either dots or like lines, kind of like what Barry is writing all
inside of his room.
Yeah. And actually one thing I pointed out this week, I didn't tell you guys, is when Barry was writing down the stuff, even in the office, in that one room that him and Iris were talking in the cell.
All over the walls, yeah.
Yeah, he was writing certain things in certain places. He wasn't just writing all
they weren't all together.
It was like, oh, one thing's over here, one thing's over here.
Well, you said they were also on the knuckles of that bad guy that came to the bar for Snow.
Yeah.
Or not Snow, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Caitlin.
Yeah.
I thought it was Snow when he said it. But that was also on his knuckles, so maybe all of the people that he either works with or controls has that writing on him at some point.
Yeah. And one of the other things that I'm hearing is a big possibility is in the next season or so, we could be getting Bart Allen, and also the Tornado Twins. So look for, they're supposed to get married. Iris and Barry are supposed to get married around the mid-season break.
I thought it was before Nick Carson. We were supposed to.
Yeah, but that's usually about the mid-season break. So it's about sometime right around then. And then, but don't be surprised if by the end of the season, somebody comes out and is like, hey, I might be end of season. Tune in next season
to find out why
to take a look at the stick that she peed on and see if she's pregnant or not. We don't know, but I'm hearing rumors that they could be pregnant by the end of the season.
Well, one last thing that Isaac was talking about, it might be worth having another episode for, is what all of us thought was crazy talk from Barry when he came out. He was saying things like, no, we need more diapers, Iris, we need this, and I'm innocent, Your Honor, and like all those weird things. And then he went into those like haikus that he was talking about the stars. And Isaac seems to think, by watching it over a couple times, that each of those things that he was saying is either about his past, present, or future, and it goes and correlates with the comics. Bart being their son and talking about that then.
Well, he's not their son. Bart is their what is it? I think he's is he a grandson?
In his family line?
But this is one of those times where I wish this wasn't live because I'm having a brain fart right now, and I don't think that's right.
Fill in the brain fart if you know the answer in the comments.
Yes, let us know down in the comment section.
But each of his little, what we thought were ramblings, has something to do with foreshadowing of this season or future seasons.
Well, the thinking is that a lot of the stuff that he said has already either been said in the show so far, or will be said by somebody.
Like I'm innocent, Your Honor means
coming up.
The Trial of the Flash.
Yeah, so we could get the Trial of the Flash, which would be interesting.
So we could always break down that episode of all the little things he said and put our ideas out there and have you guys fill in the blanks in what you thought or think it might be saying as well.
So what did you think of this episode of The Flash? Did you like it? Was it something that you enjoyed? Is it a thumbs up? Is it a thumbs down for The Flash? Let us know down in the comment section, all right? And, hey, since you're here, you might as well give this video a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up at least, because we like to talk about The Flash. And, we're just reporting it. If you didn't like it, we're sorry. But, we're just reporting the news, right? So, hey, but we hope that you guys enjoyed this video. We do appreciate each and every one of you and your kind support for being here with us and for supporting our channel. And we just love talking about fun stuff like this. We love talking about The Flash. We love talking about Star Wars and comic books and movies and all these things. And we're glad that you're here so that you can just sit. It's like you're sitting right there in front of us as we're sitting here in the toy room, and we're just talking about The Flash.
Out.
And we're just talking about the episode tonight, and that was a lot of fun. And we're so
give you a topic.
We're so glad that you came to join us. And look for more videos this week. I have got a really cool Star Wars theory about The Last Jedi and Luke Skywalker coming out in the next day or two, okay? Plus, I got some toy reviews coming out this week, so be looking for that on the channel. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let us know what you thought of this video. Let us know what you thought of this episode of The Flash. And, of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notifications bell so that you can know. So that you can know when we're making a video, when we're sending out a video, and you can be a part of it, and we can have a dialogue and conversation together, all right? So thank you guys so much. Until next time, keep running. I am Enosh, a.k.a.
How many episodes do they not say, Run, Barry?
Run, Barry. I am Enosh, a.k.a. Enosh Fett. With me, as always, is the lovely...
Tiff-tastic.
And Isaac Warren Kenobi.
She picked one name this time. End of video. Bye.